Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, my dear friends, I welcome you all again in our virtual learning system. This is our session 2020-2021. This is our English class. I am your subject teacher and we will continue our lectures from lecture number 31. Our previous lecture was 30. Now this is 31. Hope you all have your books. This is your active English book, book 3. Let's open page number 73, chapter number 22. First of all, we will read it, then I will explain, and then we will do the exercises. Let's see what is here for reading. There are pictures, 4 pictures. Someone is doing something in each picture. Let's see. Zia wakes up. He gets out of bed. These are the 2 sentences and the 2 things they are explaining here. Zia wakes up. He gets out of bed. When we join 2 sentences together, then what we say, when Zia wakes up, he gets out of bed. Now 2 sentences become 1 sentence by adding when at the start. It's the way of writing or way of talking that this, instead of saying 2 sentences separately or instead of writing 2 sentences separately by full stop, we join this together like this. When Zia wakes up, he gets out of bed. Understand, children? It's a very easy lesson. Just see the reading carefully. The water boils, look, full stop, steam comes out of the kettle. Then again, we at the start put the word when the water boils, steam comes out of the kettle. Look, we join 2 sentences together, but we remove the full stop and we put here comma because these are 2 parts of the sentence. 1 sentence, but 2 parts. Mrs. Shah went out, she locked the door. When Mrs. Shah went out, comma, she locked the door. Then at the end, full stop. The conductor came, full stop. Umar bought a ticket. When the conductor came, Umar bought a ticket. Here, comma, and at the end, full stop. Okay, children? Now let's see the exercise. Join the sentences together, use when, same like this. Nothing is going to change. Just put when at the start, comma at the end of first sentence to make it the first part of a sentence, and the second sentence by changing the capital letter into small. Capital S here, look, here small, because now it's become the part of the one sentence. Here it is another sentence, but here it became the part of the second part of the one sentence. Example, say Maruf goes to school, he catches a bus. When Maruf goes to school, he catches. Look, nothing is changed unless we put the when at the start and comma and capital came into a small. Uzma goes to school, she takes a bus. Let's see the exercise. You have to write this in your notebook. Uzma goes to school, she takes a bus. When Uzma goes to school, comma, no full stop, comma, then she is small, takes a bus. It rains, we stay inside. When it rains, we stay inside. It is 7 o'clock, he gets up. When it is 7 o'clock, he gets up. We give our books to the teacher, she marks them. When we give our books to the teacher, comma, she marks them. We write in pencil, we can rub out our mistakes. When we write in pencil, comma, W small, we can rub out our mistakes. We see our teacher, we say good morning or good afternoon. When we see our teacher, comma, VW small, say good morning or good afternoon. They go home, full stop, they have something to eat. When they go home, they have something to eat. Okay, this is exercise number 2. You're supposed to write it in your notebooks with neat and clean writing. Now, page number 74, we have exercise 3. Join the sentences together, use when. Again, same exercise, but what happened here? The dog saw the cat. It's in the past tense. In the previous exercise, we were using the present tense. Now it's a past tense. It ran after it. When the dog saw the cat, it ran after it. Same look, nothing going to change here. Saw, dog, the dog saw the cat. Full stop, remove comma. It, I capital here, but here we write small. It ran after it. Understand? Same things, just put the when at the start, comma, and then the full stop. But the sentences are in the past tense. Previously, in exercise 2, the sentences are in the present simple. The bell rang, the lesson came to an end. Let's see here. When the bell rang, the lesson came to an end. The teacher came in. Look, the second form of come, came. The children took out, not take out. It's a past tense, so took out their books. When the teacher came in, the children took out their books. The bus arrived. D, it was full. When the bus arrived, comma, I small, it was full. He woke up. Second form of wake. He switched on the electric light. When he woke up, he switched on the electric light. He heard the noise, he ran outside. When he heard the noise, he ran outside. She met her teacher. She said, "Good morning, Miss Ali." When she met her teacher, she said, "Good morning, Miss Ali." The bus driver saw the fire engine coming. He stopped the bus. When the bus driver saw the fire engine coming, he stopped the bus. She saw the snake, she screamed. When she saw the snakes, comma, S small, she screamed. Full stop. He found the purse, he took it to the police station. When he found the purse, he took it to the police station. The wheel came off, the car turned over. When the wheel came off, the car turned over. Again, simple exercises you have to write in your notebooks again. 2 exercises, exercise 2 and exercise 3. This is the page number 74. Number 4 and 5 are not included. 6 is read aloud. You have to learn the spellings: pull, full, put, push, bush, sugar, foot, book, cook, look, good, hood. Okay, children, learn these spellings. Exercise 3, write in your notebooks, then move to the next page, number 75. Cinderella 2. The next part of Cinderella we have already read. We have already read the first part of Cinderella. I hope you enjoyed that. Now we are going to read the second part. Okay, the first part was ended when the messenger came from the king about the invitation from the king to the dance party. So then what happened? Let's read. When Cinderella heard about the dance, she wanted to go too. She asked her aunt politely, "May I go, please, aunt?" As you know, the aunt was very harsh to her, and what said then? Her aunt and the ugly sisters laughed rudely. They thought that this was a big joke. They said, "You can't go." A coach pulled by 6 white horses came to the door, and the ugly sisters went off to the dance with their mother. Poor Cinderella sat by the fire crying. Suddenly, then what happened? She heard a gentle voice saying, "Don't cry, Cinderella. You shall go to the dance. I will help you." Cinderella looked up and saw a little old lady. She was holding a stick with a shining star at the top. That was the lady who came to Cinderella when she was crying, as you can see in the picture. Then what she said, "A stick with a shining star, I will help you." Look, then what happened? "First, bring me a pumpkin." The little old lady warned the pumpkin. "Then bring me a mouse trap with the mice in it." Mouse. When Cinderella brought them, the little old lady waved her stick. She waved her stick. Then what happened? The pumpkin became a big coach. Look, this pumpkin became a big coach when the little old lady waved her stick to the pumpkin. The mice became horses, and the mice, look, mice, they became horses to pull the coach. The lady waved her stick at Cinderella. Then what happened? Look. Suddenly, she was wearing a wonderful dress made of silk with silver buttons. On her feet were shoes made of glass. She looked beautiful. "Now get into the coach," said the little old lady, "and go to the dance. But remember, you must be home before midnight." What the little old lady said to the Cinderella, that go to the dance party, but remember one thing, that before midnight means before 12 o'clock at the night, you must return back. Understand, children? It's a story, the second part of Cinderella, that when her aunt refused to take her to the dance party, she was crying by the fire. Then a little old lady came and asked her to bring pumpkin. When she waved a stick, then it became coach, and towards the mice, they became the horses to pull the coach. Then she waved her stick towards Cinderella, and suddenly she was wearing a beautiful dress. And but what little old lady asked her, that she must remember that she has to be home before midnight, before 12 o'clock. Okay? Third part we will read in the next chapter. Now we have to do the question answers. Why did Cinderella's aunt and the ugly sisters laugh at Cinderella? They thought that this was a big joke. Now it's time to write again the question answers of Cinderella, the wonderful story. We all are enjoying it a lot, but we have to do the homework also. So you must write these question answers in your notebook. Why did Cinderella's aunt and the ugly sisters laugh at Cinderella? Okay, they thought that this was a big joke. What was a big joke? That Cinderella also wanted to go to the dance party. That's why they started laughing at Cinderella. Then the question number 2, why did Cinderella have to stay at home? She had to stay at home because her aunt refused to take her to the dance, because her aunt said no to her, that she should stay at home. That's why Cinderella had to stay at home. What was Cinderella doing when the little old lady came? She was sitting by the fire and crying. As you have read there, that she was sitting by the fire and crying. What was the lady holding? She was holding a stick with shining star at the top. Only 4 questions are included in your scheme of studies, so you have to write these in your notebooks and then must learn it carefully with the spellings. Okay, children? Write in your notebooks and then learn the answers. Now it's time for the workbook, chapter number 22. And as you can see here, this is your homework. Very easy. Just you have to see the answers from here and then write according to you. Let's see, what do you do when you are hungry? When I am hungry, comma, I have something to eat. Look, have something to eat. Here is written. So we take it from here that it matches from the questions and we write how we write it. When I am hungry, because they are asking to you, what do you do? So you said, when I am hungry, I have something. Same like, what do you do when you are tired? Then at the start, you must write, when I am tired, again, comma, I have a rest. Take it from here and write here. Now it's your final term and you have to write your workbook pages by yourself. See carefully, read the examples carefully and match the answers from here and write here. What do you do when you are pleased? When I am pleased, comma, I smile. Okay? Do it in your workbook. Same like page 47, the next page of chapter 22. Again, it's your homework. You read from here and choose the answers and then complete this page. Okay, children, now mashallah, you all are bigger enough to write by your own. No need for spoon feeding that I'm telling you each and everything. Now it's your duty, it's your responsibility. Read it carefully and write the answers here, because after 2 or 3 months, inshallah, you are going to in class 4. So you must know how to write the answers. Just to take it from here and write on the blanks. Okay, kids? Good. Okay, now today we will read also our grammar tree book. Hope you all have this. Take it out. Open page number 60. Now today we are going to read page 60. It's about the verb. Do you remember what is verb? Can anyone tell me the definition of verb? Yes, verb is a doing word. Remember, we have already read it in first term and then in the second term that verb is a doing word. Like eat, sleep, write, read, all these are the verbs, doing word. And as you know, that verb not only tells us about any action or about the doing word, it also tells us about the time of that action. Remember, I told you about the present tense and the past tense. Then when this work has been done in the present tense, if it is happening or if it habitual work or some factual things, then you use the present tense, present simple. But when something happens in the past, the time which has already gone, so we use the second form of the verb. Remember the form of the verbs at the last page of your active English book. These form of the verbs, the second form we use with the simple past tense when you talk about the things about an action which had already happened in yesterday or before 2 days or in the last week or last year, then you use the past tense. These are some verbs their present forms and then past form. When you talk about the present, if you say she stands, but when you talk about the past, yesterday she stood there. Today I say national anthem every day. Yesterday I said Arabic national, just like this. Present, these words, and past, this. Stand, stood, say, said. And then what happened? I told you in the previous lectures in second term that to change the verb, the words, the doing words, present to past, we put D or ED. Like suppose you say help, helped, like, liked, fair, fared, mix, mixed. Understand? Fill, filled. But sometimes, look, some verbs from their past tense, not by the addition of D or ED, but in a different way. What are these different way? Means the word is completely changed into the, you can say the changed spelling. Stand, stood. But when you help is the verb. When you change into the past tense, helped, you just need to put ed. Or if there is a word like, L-I-K-E, already E is there, so we just put D, liked. But some verbs are completely changed spelling. Say, said. Write, wrote. Fight, fought. Teach, taught. Meet, met. It's not meted or readed. Read, read. In the past tense, we spell it read. Read, read, then read. Look, pronounced read. They already told you here. Send, sent. Lend, lent. Tell, told. Give, gave. Sell, sold. Buy, bought. Eat, ate. Go, went. Feed, fed. Mean, meant. Bend, bent. Tear, tore. These are the completely changed spelling. No D or ED at the end. And you can see here is a stand or stands. I told you before, when we are talking about some singular person, he, she, it, then we use with S. She stands. But I stand, you stand, they stand, but she stands, he stands, she writes, he fights, she teaches, he meets, she reads, but we read, they send, he sends. Remember this difference. When you write or when you talk about the singular person, you use S with the end of the verb. That's why there is S and without S. Now what they're saying, rewrite the following sentences, changing the tense of the underlined verbs from the present to past. Our teacher tells us to stand in a line. Our teacher, it means you have to change. Look here, tells, change into told. Our teacher told us to stand in a line. Like this. Other sentences, you have to do it by your own, by seeing. Look, teaches, taught. Bend, bent. Says, said. So see from here and complete your sentences like this. You have to write full sentence. Iqbal taught his younger brother how to swim. It's all same, just to change the underlined word into the past tense. Umar bend. Here bends, but when you are writing the past tense, you write Umar bent, no S. Look here. In both cases, whether it is bend or with S, bends, but you change it into the past, then bent, up to T only, no S with the past tense. Omar bent down to touch his toe. Okay, children, complete this page and page number 61. Do it in your grammar books. It's very easy. Amir eats a whole loaf. Amir ate. Jeff reads a story. Jeff read a story. I meet some of my I met, the cook buys, the cook bought. My aunt gives, my aunt gave. The man sells, the man sold. The old lady feeds, the old lady fed. Sa tears, Sa tore. Arif goes, Arif went. All these words are written here in this page. You can find it, the past tense, and complete this page 60 and 61. Okay, kids, that's all for today. Hope you will do your homework carefully and enjoy your studies. Thank you so much. See you in the next class.